What is up, everyone? We are the Great Canadian Apes. My name is James Marin.
Jim Marin?
And we are not financial advisors, so take everything with a grain of salt. And so today we're talking about Progendi. So let's get right into the video. So this week's look-fors. It was a very bloody day. Stock down 15% today. Options, hedges are making a killing. Potential revealing of partners. Website shows Big Pharma 1 and 2, possibly on Tuesday, November 30th. Upcoming settlement date, Tuesday, November 30th, T+2 to December 2nd. Ortex, Fintel data, filling the gap. 351 is filled. 297 is still outstanding. Threshold list report out on Wednesday, December 1st. Remains a solid long-term hold. Ortex gives analysts ratings of hold and buy with price target of $6 at 60% plus. And yeah, this is not financial advice. Okay, so one guy that I do want to highlight here is Warren Buffett. And when I started getting into stock trading, besides my grandfather, this was someone else who I really looked up to because he was just a normal guy, right? He was a retail investor. Mm-hmm. He was a normal guy like us, the Oracle of Oklahoma. And yeah, he just built his way up through long-term investments, and I think Progendi is very much a long-term investment. His current net worth is $103.2 billion.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow. Monday, November 29th, Prog opened at 363, had a high of 367, low of 305, closed at 312. Volume of 35 million, down 51 cents on the day and 14%. So, tough day. Taking a look at the 200-day moving average, it basically was below that all day. As soon as the market opened, it went down roughly 50 cents rate in the first 15 minutes. I had to bounce back, but then consolidated in around the 330 range for the majority of the day, taking some dips. I bought some dip. I think I got a lot of dip now.
Yeah.
but I bought another dip because who knows? Maybe it's a Cyber Monday sale.
Who knows?
You never know. You never know. And so, but it was underneath the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average.
Okay, over in the European markets in Germany, over at Frankfurt, we got it open at 304 euros, high of 336 euros, low of 280 euros, and closed at 280.
For options expiring this week, December 3rd, in the money calls, there's only 801 for a total of 80,000 shares. Out of the money calls, over 25,000, almost 26,000 contracts for 2.6 million out of the money. So it's similar to last week. Hedge fund companies are making millions off of out of the money calls. So be careful when you're buying options. The money goes to them primarily. They're primary sellers of them. Consider LEAPs, long-term equity pre-anticipation options with expiry dates longer than 1 year if you're thinking of options. Today, we had for the January 2023s, $2. They're going for $1.75. So this is something that you wouldn't have to rebuy. And for this being a solid long-term company, we believe, then that's going to be going up. The price increases that we've seen as the settlement dates have come up are substantial in as much as, and on Fridays, we did show this, that at the end of most settlement dates, 2 days after, so tomorrow is the settlement date. So those settlement dates would have been September 30th, October 15th, October 29th, October 15th, and then November 30th. 2 days after, because they have a T+2 settlement period. We see huge increases 3 out of the 4 times. So you never know, you know, rather than, you know, for me, I'm holding the stock and bought more today because I'm thinking, you know what? It just might go. Now, we did have a couple people contact us to be able to say, you know what, is it okay to take profits? You know, we're apes. Is it okay to take profits? Absolutely.
Yep.
If we're going to be in the long run, that's our philosophy.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Is like if we're going to be here in the long run for our families, that sort of thing. When it goes up to like a 620, there's nothing wrong with taking some profit off the table and buying back down here. I mean, the hedge fund companies have been doing this game for a while now. They do some pretty crafty things. So to be able to take profits, absolutely. If you want to buy back after, whatever you want to do. I mean, this is your money. There is nothing wrong in the world with taking profits. You need to do that in order to be a successful long-term investor. Taking a look at Ortex. We see the 2 holds and 2 buys with a target price still of $6 with a return potential of 64.84. Here we have on loan, 23 million. Taking a further look in, we have utilization being stated as 99.8. Short interest change today shows minus 7.4%. With borrowed shares going in, this would have gone down back 2 days. So for the Thursday of, closed on Thursday, so I guess Wednesday, with 2.95 million borrowed shares, return shares 4.67. And I think we see, especially with Ethereum, thought of borrower of a lot of these shorted shares with the T13 that came in showing how much they own. This, I believe they're just putting back. They were trying to have the price down as much as possible before they consolidated all of their shares and bought all their shares. But I think they're at a time now where they bought all the shares, and so these return shares are going back. Cost of borrow is still at 93%. Shares on loan, 23.3 million, which is 37% lower than a week ago. Percentage free float on loan, 18.29%. Again, a 37% decrease. Estimated short interest down to 8.21, down 53%. And so, it's not the short squeeze that we were looking at earlier numbers. So,
I don't know how the price was not affected. That's really crazy.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
That's nuts. But yeah, it's crazy. Short interest is significantly lower, looking less of a short-term squeeze and more of a long-term play. Utilization still high. When we take a look at Fintel, we have the current after hours of 313. We do see a huge, and this was even an increase from the insider accumulation. People within this company like it, and they're not selling.
Yep.
There's, they're within now the top 5% of companies that retain insider ownership. To go over to the short interest, showing 16.8 million shares with a 0.39 days to cover. Short interest percent at 18.8%. And dark pool short volume at 6.7 million and over 50%. The short squeeze score, actually, it's still 83.82. It's still 64. It actually went up from 66.
Yeah.
So people are still saying that this could be. So when we're looking at the short squeeze, you had Ethereum with all kinds of shares, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of taken care of because with that SEC filing.
Yep.
But you still have all the Citadels and all the rest of them that are still playing with this. Short share availability, 1.1 million. Short borrow fee rate is at 47%. This is still high. Dark pool volume, still double what it should be at 52. When we take a look at the companies that are shorting this, we see Citadel, one of the huge ones. And of course, Canny, there you go. Let's just keep on shorting things like this. Susquehanna. So we still have this pack in there to be able to try and still bring this down.
Yep.
So they're going to be still playing with this.
For sure.
But the main shares with the Ethereum, I believe that's been taken care of now. To take a look at that Schedule 13DA filing on November 24th, when you go through it, all it is Ethereum. And they call themselves different things every time. Here's Ethereum Opportunities 3, Co-Invest 1, LP, and they've got 27 million shares in there for 12.7%. Then we get over to Ethereum Opportunities 3 Acquisition LP, and they've got 7.2 million. Then we go to Ethereum Opportunities 3 Acquisition 2 LP. Must be a double LP. You're in the music. Here we go. Hey. And so that's another 27.9 million. And then we get into, what do they call this? Ethereum Opportunities 2020 LP. There we go. Best of 2020. And now we get into this one, Jeffrey A. Farrell. And who's he?
He is the founder of Ethereum.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's just his pocket of Ethereum.
Yeah.
Okay, his personal pocket. And in his personal pocket, he has 67 million. And then we have, Ethereum Opportunities Associates, Co-Invest LLC. Okay, another 27 million into that little pot of Ethereum. Ethereum Funds Group GB Holdings LLC. What do we got there? Another 67. That's got to be the same 67 million. I don't know. Let me just, 67,127. Let's take a look at that. 67,127,145. These must be, these two are the exact same. So it's like double counting. Mm-hmm. But a lot of other these are Ethereum Opportunities Associates, number 3 LP. Now we got a triple LP going on here, right? Anyway, so it just kind of goes on and on. Now, one thing that's interesting is that the price of it, here there was an exercise price of $13.60 per share, convertible notes at $3.60 per share from December 2020, etc. And so just at a glance, there's prices in here that are higher than what it's trading at right now. So right now it's trading at like 310, but here this is converted at 360. This is exercise price of 1390. Mm-hmm. So if Ethereum owns the chunk, the lion's share of this, I don't really think they're going to try and get the stock price down.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
And apparently there is another patent that came through. And Prog is still on the threshold list since October 20th.
Santa's naughty list.
Santa's naughty list, absolutely. Not going to be good. He's not going to be too happy. That guy's not happy. And to take a look at it right here, Progeny again. So if this is a company that was able to hand back all their shares, shorts, and cover all that, and be squeaky clean that way, and reducing it by tens of millions and shares shorted, why are they still on a threshold list?
I don't know.
They've been on this threshold list since like mid-October.
Yeah.
And so here we have a few things that can happen, because the latest report that we had was October 29th, where they had the 6 million failure to delivers and 22 million. Now that report comes out Wednesday. So we've got 1, 2, 3 things happening here. Tomorrow, Tuesday, starts the settlement date. It never really goes up on any of those dates right on the Tuesday. It goes up 2 days later when there's T+2, so it'd be like the Thursday. But then here, we're going to get reports out there.
Yep.
And if it was the fact that there's got to be some reason why they were on the threshold list for a month and a half.
Totally, yeah.
And to be able to see the number of shares that they still have outstanding, they got to buy them back sometime.
Yeah, that's
They can't
true.
just, there's only so many places under the bed that you can throw crap.
Yeah.
That eventually is just going to ooze out. And so this is coming out on Wednesday. Potential partnership announcement on Tuesday. And on their website, it does say that they're actively engaged with Big Pharma 1.
Yep.
Actively engaged with Big Pharma 2. They just haven't said who they're with.
Yep.
So, and how big a partnership it is, but they're definitely working with them.
Yep.
Right? That's potentially out tomorrow. This is the threshold list for Wednesday. And then Thursday is when the T+2 for all the settlement, for all these shorts, have to be really reported to FINRA. So things could happen in the next few days. That's why I'm still holding.
Yeah, me too. I did just want to mention too, I think I'm more holding this as a long-term play. If we do get a short squeeze, that is awesome. That's friggin' sick, right? But I think even without a short squeeze, you're gonna see $10 double digits within the next 2 years at least. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping all my long calls. I'm keeping my shares because I'm not playing with short calls. I'll tell you that. I got burned on those actually.
Me too.
Long calls, I'm keeping them, and I'm keeping most of my shares.
Yep. So out there, and we've got a winter wonderland out here.
We do.
So we could, show the people that. And thank you very much for all the subscribers.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much. And all the comments are so great. And it's just really awesome to see this wonderful community starting to grow.
Yeah.
So the great Canadian ape community. Yeah, so to recap, very bloody day. Stock down 15% today. Options, hedgies are making a killing.
Don't give it to them.
Don't give it to them. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Leaps if you have to.
Yes.
Do options. Yes.
Potential revealing of partners. Website shows Big Pharma 1 and 2. Possibly on Tuesday, November 30th.
So it's really
Nobody
just
knows.
announcing who they are.
Yeah.
They're already doing it. And,
Literally. Come on. Prog, you are killing
Announce
us. You are killing us. Upcoming settlement date, Tuesday, November 30th. It's T+2, so December 2nd. Filling the gap, 351 is filled, 297 still outstanding. Threshold list report out on Wednesday, December 1st. Remains solid long-term Warren Buffett hold. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's like Coca-Cola back in, the 60s or some shit. And anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Once more, we are the Great Canadian Apes.
Yep.
My name is James Marin.
Jim Merritt.
And thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and drop down in the comments below some other stocks that you would also like us to cover. And we'll take a look at them. And thank you guys so much. And thanks for tuning in.
Have a great day.
Ape strong.
Ape strong. Here we go.